all.
So I have backups on 76, 81, and 83.
Okay, one person
Going away
like,
from city
like,
because we're trying to clear the area.
Okay.
Curious if I'm able to open up all 4 lanes going away from the cities.
Yes.
Okay.
So right now, that's still not.
Alright, I'll tell her
Let's get
about
like 20 miles
American
away
law.
towards, okay.
Over now.
So,
Bye.
so that, hey, we
Okay,
need to,
so now I can check
all
that
4,
off.
for transportation, you can put all 4 lanes away from, like on the highways, away from the, like, the epicenter here is going out. No, nothing coming in.
So we closed off the highways and
Yeah, all, no, she killed.
Snake's dead.
Because
Yeah, it is.
No, that was it, the boa constrictor.
This is a different snake.
Do you have another one? No.
That was the boa was
I know
the
it's
family pet.
who was shot. Good people.
Okay, so then I know what was there.
Have
That
someone
went over there
go
for a
out
while.
of the shelter.
also there was apparently this thing that someone else told me there's a boa constrictor.
Honestly, that's
I don't know if that someone made me told me to write that down.
Alright, so all lanes,
So I'm still something different by Dominic.
all lanes going out.
That's the thing to think about. Y'all have been in the office for how long now?
32 hours, 36 hours.
We're that far in?
Great guy.
We gotta take it right.
That's why they make coffee and energy drinks.
I know, but we're getting close to the point where if we don't get out, we may just all die here.
Yep.
Well, where is our building located?
Yeah, where are we?
Yeah, where are
That
we?
is the main question.
We're actually right next to the river.
Since
That's
we're
why
Either way. Presumably you're at Dauphin County
From the high school, by the way.
county offices, which are
And shelters
like
for
if you go up Market Street.
So we're up the hill.
No,
So they didn't
toward
get
the
there in
river,
time.
Ah,
down Market Street.
Good place to be.
It's
okay. So we should
Like
go back to
kitty corner from the Hilton.
okay, I know where.
If that's even possible at this point.
Why is it
Destroy all
Yeah.
documents.
It's like the
How tall is our building?
We'll go down with this.
4 stories.
4? That doesn't-
We're good to go.
It does a little bit, but not.
Yeah, we'll bring a
We
boat.
go to the Hilton, we can go all the way up.
There is a basement.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
It'll
Do we
help
have
for
scuba
the
gear?
tornadoes.
I can swim. All right, so
All out.
I'm gonna cut.
God.
We're gonna cut for today. All right. The hurricane has arrived. You've got the full hurricane force winds, rain, tornadoes you saw, stuff like that. There really isn't anything that you guys can do in the middle of the hurricane unless you're like a crazy newscaster person, like out in your raincoat, the winds kind of thing. I think, Michael, you wanted to be the guy in the raincoat? Oh no, crisis vest. Sorry.
I don't know, he's kind of still frozen, so.
He just sits still for an hour.
All right.
How does he talk to us? Like, he's not moving his mouth.
Crisis vest is an item in this game.
Is that his profile picture? All right, so we're gonna close the scenario here for today. Next week, so next Tuesday, we'll finish up this tutorial thing. We have about 10 minutes left in class to talk about what happened, what worked, what didn't work, what you might want to change or do differently or keep doing the same. For next time, kind of the back half of this, you played up your preparation, and now it's time, or then it will be time to see what happens next. All right, let me start. Michael and Allie, do you have anything, observations, thoughts, feelings, experiences?
Why don't you let us go last?
All right, students. Thoughts, feelings, observations, experiences. What worked, what didn't?
We need to delegate more.
Yeah.
We need to, like, from the beginning, kind of set up different people to do different things instead of everyone running around with their, like a chicken with their head cut off, trying to figure out.
It's really hard to have one person, like, it's really hard to have Ian be the single, like,
go-to
call person for it. Like, him and Tom had to call everybody, but, like, realistically, it wouldn't happen that way. I'm not going to call this person and then next call this person. Like, we would all be calling everybody together. You know what I mean?
If only there were a way to have more than one person on the phone at once.
Like a conference call.
Yeah, but like
Have more than one
Or
phone.
multiple people
yeah,
on multiple.
but like we can't. You're not going to have like multiple personalities right now and be 12 different people at the same time. You know what I mean?
No, we still have to just think like this is real life, so we 12 different people.
Yeah.
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 We can be
And you need to take that into account.
to just be a
We,
little
yeah,
weird.
and that's
Representative
where
of-
I might go, yo, Largo, one call at a time, and slow us down a little bit. But-
Yeah.
Another thing too is we didn't know any of the SOPs for hurricanes that have probably already been pre-established.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us are really prepared for.
So that's why I think we should probably all look into, or at least had someone look up for us.
Also, I think it was a very big mistake to discard transportation. I shouldn't have discarded CAT when because they evacuated all their drivers. So what else could I do?
Well, one thing I wanted to comment to you is you took no for an answer and you did not have to.
Okay.
So why was the PR guy the one who found our emergency fund and our volunteers?
Because Buzzar was actually just trying to shake you guys down. Everybody still was there ready to go. He just wanted.
That's so stupid.
Because you were answering the phone.
Yeah, I guess.
Another thing too is probably call the military and got them before also shut down the highways a lot sooner.
Or at least make it one direction a lot sooner
Yeah.
than last second.
And also close off exits to immediate areas so that way no one got off and they just kept going forward.
We completely like overlooked Hershey Park until there were like 8 hours left until the hurricane hit, and we had talked about it from the beginning, and then just no one ended up actually doing it.
That's the first thing we should have done is create like at least an idea or task list at the beginning, so we just.
And then we need to like delegate the task
Yeah.
list,
Rather
so
than wait.
everyone does something.
That's pretty sure you can find a whole list of everything with Hershey Park.
I know for me it was also hard
We
to
had
talk
it
in the beginning
just
because I
was
had
be like, we
no
do
idea what
this.
the heck's even around here.
Yeah.
I come to school, I go home, I don't do anything around here, so I don't even go to Hershey Park, so it was not even on my mind.
Well, it's
That's why
part of what
there's
the map is for.
Stuff listed on the card.
Yeah, there was stuff listed we go
And
through one by one.
while I think it's a good idea for all of us to be in the loop with what we accomplished and what we need to do, I feel like you were spending way too much time trying to get caught up and figure out what everybody had accomplished that you didn't really get to do anything yourself.
Maybe we each need to have, like, from now on, like, kind of like, if we're gonna do this, we each have a marker, and as we do something, we check off that we individually did something, instead of one person trying to accomplish all of that themselves.
I remember.
You can put up your own
You can put up,
needs up there
yes.
too.
I remember one half of us were trying to solve the same problem as the other half.
Yeah.
And that was
So
part
we
of
need to
markers.
actually communicate with each other better as well.
You
Yeah,
can,
I
but
think
we'll box
to
my
some
guys.
people, Roland, you didn't know there was a tornado.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, oh, thanks for telling me.
Because that was on this side of the room and you were on
That
that
still
side of
goes
the room.
into, like, delegation and, like, communication.
Yeah, no idea. 2 tornadoes.
So maybe next time, like, we did
Tornado.
start freaking out a little too soon. We should have, like you said, assigned tasks. And I do like the idea of everyone having their marker and like whenever they get something or know about something, write it down and just like put a little like box next to it so we know it needs to be
Maybe we can
checked.
prioritize things that need to happen immediately are ones, things that are kind of like somewhat emergent are twos, and things that really don't matter until after the tornado or hurricane like are threes.
The snake.
And
Yeah.
we can like try to like prioritize
yeah.
things as we're going as
That
well.
Set up
snake
pet
became the
shelters
bane of
ahead
our
of time.
existence.
I just
now.
ignored it after, like, you know what, this is like, we have people dying, but there's this one snake. I'm just gonna
And
tell them to shoot
for
it.
future
Children
reference,
die,
I have
that's
a
probably
crap
something
ton of dry
different.
erase markers, so I can provide a marker for everyone during classes if we want to do that.
Couple things I noticed. One, you all went 36 hours without sleep and living on coffee and Twinkies from the vending machine.
That's right.
One, bad planning. Two, that may explain some of the really shitty decisions you made towards the end there. Something to bear in mind.
So we should set up shifts where some of us just don't do anything and say
Take
we're
power
sleeping.
naps, 90-minute naps, 1 REM cycle.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, or divide people up and have you take shifts. Yeah. Also, this is an issue involving 250,000 people who got incredibly little in the way of communications or information on television or on the radio or reassurance that somebody somewhere was actually in control of things. Y'all super hose the PR front.
Nope.
Hose meaning.
Yeah.
Not
Flubbed.
good.
Flubbed, failed.
3 press releases over the
fell
course of
short.
36 hours?
Yeah, that's
3?
Well,
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
I have an emergency broadcast. One of the first things that
Yeah.
was a weather alert. Hey guys, there's a hurricane. I have
We should have
one
probably set one up to go off more periodically.
that looks like it's somewhere around 24 to 18 hours left. A PSA to local businesses to secure their
That is to
businesses,
people.
but not to the public. I have a call center
Which would
set up,
explain the
and I
100
have
people in
at
downtown
9
Harrisburg.
hours a press release that there's a tornado in
And I'm probably
Hummelstown
dead.
and that volunteers are needed.
So,
So,
a little too good, dude.
and you did a good job of responding to the reporters that called you. So maybe stuff might have gotten out if they chose to report it. Maybe.
Who
And not
subscribes to that?
sleepless Twinkie eating zombies running amok through there.
So we'd spend too much time
People
doing
in charge
things
of your
and not enough
safety.
telling people what we were doing and how they could make our lives easier
This is why
Maybe.
we have
by
SP2017
following our
staff.
directions.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's definitely something. probably
There-
something to look at.
So what this actually how the
Yeah.
government actually does things.
Brittany had mentioned that one of the struggles you had was not knowing everybody, like all of the
Yeah,
other
the left hand
students.
was doing what the right
Well,
hand.
just not
No.
knowing each other's names to be able
Yeah.
to say, hey, you.
No, not you, the other you.
Yeah.
Also, I know for me, it also took a little while to actually get into it as far as, because
Sure,
I never done this
sure.
before, so it's just kind of like, I'm just like sitting back like, I don't know what that, like, first logic, I guess for me would be to sit back and observe, so I have to figure out how to do things.
That's why we started by only blowing up Harrisburg.
Not the whole world.
Can I please be the person who destroys the world? Like, yeah, like I would love that.
And honestly, I
Yeah,
thought,
set up your character.
I thought y'all jumped into it really
I'll be
effectively. David ran this for each of us individually, and it's really interesting to see how what different people focused on and what they didn't. And I thought, I honestly thought y'all would take a long time.
Except Allie, sorry.
Except Allie, a lot longer to get rolling, and you did jump into it quickly and effectively, so.
I would like to point out as a structural matter that it would probably help them if you had a way for them to contact the NPCs separately so that they did not have to take over the entire Skype business in order to do it, like back channel or Slack or something, so that you can keep going with other stuff while they talk to us. Because that was a not particularly realistic element, and I think it caused them a lot of time
Yes.
problem.
Very good. Yeah, it was everybody shut up and come to a halt while one phone call is being made.
Yeah.
Right, and that's not realistic at all.
One of the-
I was also going to say that the snake was just sort of a random element, and you guys, you both handled it and didn't handle it. You got all fussed up about the snake, but then nothing happened, and that could turn into a really big PR disaster by next week Tuesday. Because you got two families wanting to sue you. So what I would point out is even the little stuff can be important. You don't have to do anything major, but instead of getting fussed over it, say, listen, this is not really something we can deal with right now. You're going to have to deal with it on your own, and we'll give you an animal control number you can call in, the next state or something. Try
We did
to
do that, by the way.
You
We did
guys don't have
say
to do
animal control.
everything, is what I'm saying.
That's-
Farm it
We
out
did
if
put
you
them in
can.
Yeah.
contact with animal
Yeah.
control.
But that was
you
the
also
second
sent
call,
home
though, so at that
non-essential personnel.
Yeah.
Ring,
They
ring,
probably
ring,
would have
ring,
wanted to
ring.
contact, tell me to contact animal control at the Everglades or something. Because they will take calls from out of state.
I hope so.
Yeah, and they would know how to deal with.
One thing we
large
didn't get
snakes.
to that in one of the other play scenarios was a huge focus was a lot of the county is rural. A lot of the stuff in rural areas is near the floodplain, and a lot of rural folks have horses.
Oh yeah, I was getting there.
We are out of time.
We are out of time. Generally, much better job than I expected, to be perfectly honest.
You guys were great.
Yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking. Excellent start. When you start that FEMA module, you'll go, oh, yeah, okay. So having that done by next time, I think will make your lives a lot better. We
Plus our
designed this for you
presentation
to
on
maximally fuck up, and you did not maximally fuck up. So, woo!
Only sort of like mediocre
survived at least, maybe.
Yeah.
It was the snake that went bad and not the nuclear power plant.
When expectations are
Pretty
zero,
good if all we had was some cracked rims in
it's hard to do worse.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Everything's done. We're allowed to, kill the families.
Stuff on the middle piece that we're gonna do, like the
We'll probably need to fix it.
okay, I will do that.
And I'm being serious, like that should be allowed.
I don't know how many links
Won't
you
have
had
to worry
in your,
about them again after next
I
week.
know you had like the links to the stuff that's already there. Like,
You probably won't have to worry about them after
Yeah,
next
how can a family sue over that anyways? Like, I can't figure out how it's an accident by nature. You can't sue. Well, technically you can sue over anything, but.
No, they can sue.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much. We'll see you Thursday.
Then you kill him.
in a different room.
That is illegal.
Maz, you don't kill them. It's not legal.
That doesn't mean you can't do it.
Then we're in dictatorship.
I am a dictator.
okay, so as far as your character goes, since we are trying to prevent global disaster, maybe you shouldn't have somebody who wants to destroy the world, but maybe somebody who's a little bit trigger happy. Because there are world leaders that are a little trigger happy. Did you just say pudding? What are you? Hardly
Out of curiosity, if your character dies, like you get assassinated. You just make a new one at that point?
No, we haven't.
Well, that's just kind of how it
Talked about that
means to me. I think, if you want to take advantage of the legal system of that by nature, I think.
Yeah, because if Maz killing, I think we may assassinate him.
Okay, I'm just saying.
If he goes dictator route.
Well,
I'm just saying, to me,
I'm not saying you
Just
can't,
throwing it out
but
there.
if you're going to be doing this, you probably shouldn't have somebody who's trying to take over the world, at least not by blowing everything.
No.
Maybe if they want, maybe if they want world
But I'm just
domination,
talking about- I was just
have
talking
it
about
like
the
as a
part about being
secret agenda.
I was just thinking about the part being sued. Like, I mean, if you're going to get sued happy, I mean, I have the right, even if it's not legal, should have, to contact someone that could eliminate that. Because
Okay, if
I
it's
think it
not
should be
legal,
okay.
that means you don't have the right. You can't say I should have the right even if it's not legal.
Fine. I don't have the right, but I can do whatever I want. I'll find a way to get away.
It's okay, we'll just assassinate you.
Yeah, you're going to be the one person that we kill off, and you're going to need to come up with like a new person,
So
and that's
along
going to be
those
the person
lines,
that
we haven't
replaced you.
discussed
You're going to
player
be the person that
character
replaced you. Like, we're going to kill off your character for
I
trying
brought
to
that
kill
up
off
because I
everyone
just
else,
thought about that
and then you
now.
have to create
Dictator
a
would
new
we want to get rid of him by other means.
That's if you can get to
Not
because I'll have such
legal.
strong
The role
military. I
becomes
cannot
up.
be like Hitler.
And it could
It's
happen.
just except for one
Now the question is, do they make a new character then, so they can continue playing, or are they out until
No,
this is
make a new character.
Okay.
Okay, but just
So,
for the
I
record,
think
all the
what might
plans that
happen
were
is
to
we'll have
eliminate
establish
Hitler,
entities so they
now,
can step
like,
into,
put that up to
or
the,
just roll
like,
the character.
to now, and all
like I
the
do with
things that you
Shadowrun,
pick
have 5 backups.
Yeah.
Well, now
And I
it's
don't know,
all
are you
around
going to
you.
be as paranoid as Hitler?
I don't even know what the hell I'm going to do yet.
I'm probably going to be some kind of hacker.
I don't even know what the situation is. I'll have to read it.
I'm not
Doesn't
sure
matter
what
the
role
situation.
my character is going to have yet, but I definitely want something sciencey.
Ooh, I can work for the NSA. No.
I'm still surprised that people can sue over a snake, even though
People
it's
can
an
sue over anything.
Yeah, people can sue.
Okay, Matt.
This is
I can break into
America.
someone else's home and I can sue them.
Matt.
Yes, this is America, the land where you can
Exactly.
sue anybody.
This is
for
why,
anything.
this is why people
Why
die.
two of our instructors have law degrees.
This is why people take matters into their own hands and people die. Secret. Well, not secretly.
I don't know which class like
secretly.
I actually died last year, but that's confidential.
I don't know which class
Yeah,
like
I
Don't
died
tell
too, but
anyone.
My ghost decided to possess my body, so